What it do? It's your boy Shoboat, aka Showbeezy, and welcome back to the Plugged In Podcast. So I wanted to use this episode to make a video about what's been going on right now the past couple weeks in the crypto market. If you've been paying attention, if you have money invested, I'm sure you've noticed all these flash crashes happening. And a lot of people are trying to figure out why so frequently and this, that, and the other. So I wanted to use this video to let you know what's been going on and why you've been seeing these dips in your cryptocurrency and why it's been happening so frequently. So before I get into that, make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Definitely hit the notification bell so that way you're notified every time that one of these new Plugged In Podcast episodes drops. You are aware of it and you can watch it and keep up with what's going on. So let's go ahead and jump into this, right? So the first thing, or the first crash that we know about, I made a video about this where it was involving Elon Musk and Tesla, where he announced that Tesla is no longer accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment just because of his concerns with Bitcoin and the energy that it uses. So that's the first one that we kind of already know about from our previous episode, but that was the first flash crash that we saw. So the next one that actually happened, much different. So the next one that happened, the next flash crash that happened was with China. So China had announced that they are banning their financial institutions from providing any cryptocurrency services. And that created this flash crash. Now, with that, there was a lot of chatter going on about this, right? Because this isn't the first time that China has announced this. It's probably over the course of the last maybe handful of years, China has actually announced that it has a ban on crypto in some way, shape, or form over a dozen times. So this was not anything new coming out of China. But the fact that it hit headlines and made waves through the media, obviously it caused some reaction. Just to kind of go down this route, as far as something that I found when I was researching, is that a lot of people that are have been involved in Bitcoin for a long time, that are familiar with these constant reminders coming out of China about these crypto bans, they kind of alluded to the fact that this might be something that is more so of an agenda than anything else by the Chinese government, that they know from experience when they make these announcements that Bitcoin and the crypto prices are going to plummet. So they can then jump right back in and actually buy it at a discount so they can actually increase their own personal Bitcoin reserve. So I kind of went down the rabbit hole with that and kind of found all the information about it. I'm not going to go into too much detail with this particular video, but I mean, a lot of the things that I saw and that I read, I could see some valid observations made, you know what I mean? So that was the second flash crash that we saw. Now, not even a week later, we had another flash crash because of news coming out of China again, where they actually said that, hey, we are cracking down on cryptocurrency mining. So that created another flash crash where it dipped down. And it's interesting because these flash crashes that are happening because of news coming out of China, I've noticed, because I've witnessed all of these as they were happening. I'm seeing the crash, and when it hits rock bottom, the very lowest peak, it bounces back up within an hour or so. It starts rebounding rapidly. You know what I mean? So it does kind of make me want to believe some of the rumors that I've been seeing about it, about some actual internal involvement going on, some manipulation, you know what I'm saying, going on. That's 3 flash crashes right there. Now, the fourth one, the last one, was one that didn't get a lot of media attention just because it was more expected, anticipated, because Bitcoin options were expiring this past Friday. You probably noticed there was a flash crash with that also, where early in the morning, the all crypto markets, you know, they plummeted, and then they rebounded fairly shortly after that, within a few hours. So one of the things that I've been seeing that people have been trying to figure out about these as well, some questions that were being thrown around on social media that I wanted to touch on, is people were trying to figure out, like, especially with the Elon Musk Tesla thing, right? They're like, well, that was specifically targeting Bitcoin. Why did it affect the majority of the crypto market if they was just targeting Bitcoin specifically? And what you have to remember is this, is that Bitcoin is like the grandfather of cryptocurrencies. You know what I mean? So even though it might be something that's targeting Bitcoin specifically, all cryptocurrencies are basically tied into Bitcoin. Just they're not on the same blockchain or what have you. It's just they are guilty by association, for lack of better words, you know, because the value of all other cryptocurrencies is somewhat tied into the value of Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin dips, you will kind of see like a domino effect and see how other cryptos are affected by that, and they'll all start dipping at the same time. I just want people to know that with these flash crashes, that, you know, don't let them stress you out too much, because if you're somebody who pays attention to the conversations that go on around cryptocurrency, especially people on the outside looking in, a lot of times they'll speak negatively on cryptocurrency because of its volatility. You know what I mean? So that's something that you have to know going into crypto, is that this is part of the game. These ebbs and flows, this is actually just part of the game. So it's going to happen. You have to be patient with it. You know what I mean? And maybe me coming from more so of a stock background, I have a little bit tougher skin because I'm used to just holding, you know, onto stocks, you know what I'm saying, for a longer amount of time than some people might be used to with cryptos. That especially the casual crypto investors, you know what I mean? But it's just part of the game. It's part of the game. And now you remember, a few episodes back, I let you guys know that with some of my Dogecoin profits, I said that I was going to invest them into Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I did. You know, so I bought Bitcoin when it was in its 40s. So with these flash crashes and it dipping down into the 30s, I am not concerned at all, because Bitcoin and Ethereum are long plays for me. You know what I mean? And Bitcoin specifically is finite. It's only 21 million of them that are going to ever exist, that are going to ever be mined. And once those 21 million are mined, it's done. There will be no more new Bitcoin coming into the world at all. So I know dealing with these small crashes that we're dealing with right now are not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, because, you know, I plan on holding on to my Bitcoin for a decade, if not more. You know what I mean? Because of that 21 million and this, that, and the other. Because I know, you know, in 2030 or in the 2030s, when I look back at this in 2021, I'm like, man, it's amazing, man. People was tripping on Bitcoin dropping from the 40s to the 30s, and they made a big deal out of it because it's going to be a joke. Because at that time in the 2030s, you know, Bitcoin is going to be worth hundreds of thousands, if not more than that. So I know this is just a small thing compared to the big picture. So don't get too caught up in the moment. Even with some of the altcoins, you know, and them dipping. I know you hear a lot of conversation about altcoins and people saying that it's a short-term thing, but it's not, in my opinion, because a lot of these altcoins are newer. You know, they were just created in 2017, 2018, things like that. So a lot of the things, especially the ones that actually have utility and have function, you know, they're just now implementing that stuff and just rolling it out. So it's still more time for that stuff to actually really kick in to where you can actually see them hit their medium and maximum potential. So even with some of the altcoins, like, it's a long-term play. So don't get too caught up in what it is right now, what's going on right now with the flash crashes, because if you're holding, you are going to see them blossom. This is just temporary. So just be patient. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to, and that's another reason why you want to do your research and do your due diligence on any crypto or just like any stock that you buy, because it has to be something that you understand and you believe in, so you don't have an issue holding. And that's going to also make it easier for you emotionally if you understand what the actual plan, the game plan is for this particular coin. You know, so I just wanted to make this video to kind of give you a pep talk, you know what I'm saying, to let you know, take it easy, calm down, be patient, and also that this is part of the game. You're going to see these flash crashes. They're going to happen. You know what I mean? There's normal ebbs and flows of the crypto market, just like there's ebbs and flows in the stock market. Another thing that I actually haven't made a video about is what's been going on with the stock market. The stocks have been down for about a month. You know, they have been down. So they are just now rebounding from what has been going on the past few weeks in the stock market as well, as far as people's concerns with inflation and with the pipeline, you know, that it got hacked and everything. So this is just part of the game, man. Be patient, hold on to it, give it time, and everything will rebound and get to where it is so they can continue on their forward progress. So that's just what I wanted to kind of touch on today and kind of give you guys a little information and bring your spirits up a little bit if they were down. But definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, man. You want to be in the notification gang, you feel me? So there's going to be more Plugged In podcast episodes coming and coming soon. So until then, Shobeezy, I'm out.